Structures, when we want to store roll number, name, age and program of a student, and there are n number of students, we cannot store them in an array because an array has only one type of variable in all components. So we can create a new structure. This is also used to store different types of variables in continuous memory location, and we can make array of this newly defined variables. So this would be a syntax. So this, an example is struct student. Struct student is the type of variable name, like int or char or float. Struct student will be one of them. I am having 4 components: age, program name and roll number, and we have to finish it by semicolon, which is very important. Many have made this error in labs. We have to use struct student to define such a variable. Examples: struct student Viraj, then Viraj will be the variable name and struct student will be the variable type, like int a corresponds to Viraj and struct student corresponds to int. You can access the element of a structure by dot, like if you want to access Viraj dot name, Viraj's name, you can access by Viraj dot name or Viraj dot roll number. But we cannot check inequalities for structures like s1 equal to s2 or s1 less than s2. We cannot do that. We have to go to the individual element of the structure by using dot operator, and then we can check. We can also use structure in a structure or a different new structure in a structure. You can see an example here, a very interesting example to store data. You also have pointers to structure. Similar to normal variables, we just declare by the variable type star pointer, that is struct student star pointer. And if I want to access a thing in the structure, I can use the dereferencing operator to get the variable name dot name, or you can also use this kind of symbol which is made of a minus sign and a greater than sign. So this will also give you the same result. I have mentioned some of the possible combinations of arrows and stars and dots. You can just have a look. Both the dot operator and the right arrow operator associate from left to right. So putting brackets might not be necessary at every time. Type def. If you want to, if we have something like long int, and it's very difficult to write long int every time, especially when the code is too large. So I make it LLI, which means long int. So I want to write it like LLI. So I use type def long int LLI. So that would make my writing of code less tedious. You can see an example here. He first defined a struct and then use type def, or I can do it all at the same time. And don't forget the semicolon. Nodes are similar to arrays, but they may not be continuous memory locations, and they're stored in heap of the memory. They can be created by using the malloc function. So we can see one of the possible node structures. It has a data which can be stored, and the address, that is the address of the next node which it is linked to. So you can see a very non-closed linked list has a head and a tail, and this variable, I mean head dot address, is the address of this one, and node2 dot address is the address of the third one, and similarly you can go on. New node, you can define a new node by using the malloc function To create such a list, I've given a given the code. You can just have a look. If head equal to null, that is the list has not been created yet. So whenever the new node is created, I would like to assign the head to that and also the tail to that. And if tail is not equal to null, then the list is already created and the address of the last node will be pointed to the next node, newly created next node. Similarly, we can add, delete, traverse to the list and search the list and all the things we do in an array. Due to stdio.h as a header, keyboard will become the standard input and monitor will become the standard output. But we can change this and let the program take input from a text file or give an output to text file and vice versa. For this, we have to open the file first, which has the syntax, and fopen is the pointer for the file or stream pointer. This should be the prototype, and I just gave an example on. So I'm taking fopen as my pointer to the file. Then we can use fprintf or fscanf and use fopen. The same syntax, except we use an fopen in the start and put a comma, and they use same syntax after that. Don't forget to use the f when you use another file, or you can do the same printf or scanf using fprintf, but you have to use a stdion or stdout. I have given a important table which will help us decide whether brackets are required or not, or what will be the answer. Just go through. Thank you.